Today we are going to discuss some more problems on collisions. A particle of mass m initially at rest is acted upon by a variable force cap F for a brief interval of time t, small interval of time t. It begins to move with a velocity u after the force stops acting. F is shown in the figure graph as function of time. The curve is semicircle. Then, so given curve is semicircle. Given curve is semicircle. Okay, as it is a given curve is semicircle, area under curve, area under curve will gives momentum. P is equal to momentum P is equal to mv is equal to area F and delta t. Area F into delta t. Area F into delta t. But that is the area of that is equal to area of semicircle. In general, area of the circle is equal to pi r square. But here semicircle, that's why you have to say pi r square by 2 had, right? But you can written as say these two are different, you know. This is r1, this is r2, this is r2. So pi into r1 into r2 by 2, that is equal to pi into r1 is nothing but say f r2 t by 2. So that is also f naught, okay? T by 2 by 2. So momentum mv. Now what about velocity? Velocity is equal to pi into f naught into t by 2 into m. So v is equal to pi f naught into t by 4m is the expression. Pi f naught into t by 4m is the answer. So we have to choose the answer that v from options. A particle of mass m moving in x direction with speed 2v hit by a particle of mass 2m moving in y direction with speed v. If the collision is perfectly inelastic, percentage loss of energy during collision is close to. So here say this is m1 with speed v, that is say u1. Next 2m, this is m2, speed v, this is u2, this is u2. So that now both are after collision, both are moving with the common velocity. Why? Because of your take it is a perfectly inelastic. Perfectly inelastic means two bodies moving with the common velocity. So that m1 u1 plus m2 v2, m2 u2, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 plus m2 into capital V. That implies v bar is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 by m1 plus m2. Why I am taking v bar here? Why I am taking the v bar? Because here first body moving along x axis, second body moving along y axis. So that we have to take it as say, what is the mass of first body? M. V bar is equal to m into, what is the speed? u1, 2v along x axis, 2v into I cap plus m2, 2m into v2, u2 is v but along y axis, j by small m plus 2m. So now v bar is equal to 2mv by 3m into I cap plus j cap, that is equal to m gets cancelled, hence 2 by 3v I cap plus j cap. So what is the magnitude of common velocity? What is the magnitude of common velocity? So modulus of v bar is equal to modulus of 2 by 3v I cap plus j cap, that is equal to 2 by 3v into root of 1 square plus 1 square, magnitude of I cap plus j cap. So that is equal to 2 by 3 into V into root 2. 2 by 3 V into root 2. So that 2 root 2 by 3 into V. 2 root 2 by 3 into V is the magnitude of velocity, common velocity. Now, total energy. What is final kinetic energy? Ke final is equal to half into m into V common, okay? V square we have, right? So here we have V. V is there, no? So Ke final is equal to half into, what about common velocity? So we have common velocity, no? Common mass into velocity, kada? So m1 plus m2. Mass is m1 plus m2 into, instead of V we had, right? 2 root 2 by 3V whole square. So that is equal to half into m1 m plus m2 2m into 4 into 2 by 3 into V square. That is equal to half into 3m into 8 by 3 into V square. 3 gets cancelled. 2 ones 2 fours. 4 V square. 3 gets cancelled. 2 fours. 4 m V square. 4m V square. 4m V square is the Ke final. Now what about K initial? That is total kinetic energy. Half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square. That is equal to half into initial mass m, speed u1 2v, 2v square plus half into m2 2m u2 square v square. Okay, so that is equal to half into m into 4v square plus half into 2m into v square. 2 gets cancelled. 2 ones 2 twos. That is 3m v square. K initial is 3m v square. So we have to find loss in percentage loss of kinetic energy during collision is equal to. So percentage of loss of kinetic energy why because of initial we have energy. So Ke initial plus Ke final by Ke initial. Ke initial plus Ke final by Ke initial plus Ke final by Ke initial. So that here we have 4m v square, no? 4m v square plus 3m v square by 4m v square. So m v square gets cancelled. That is 7 by 4. 7 by 4. That is equal to 4 ones 4. 4 ones 4.3 is there, no? 4 sevens 28. 4 sevens 28. Of course, if it is right as 100. 4 percentage means into 100. If you write into 100, if we write into 100, K initial 4m square, K final 4m square. Is it correct or not? So 3m is there, 8 by 3, that's gets cancelled, of course. Okay, 4 into 4 by 9. Yes, here we have wrong. See, 2 by 3 it's 9. 2 by 3, hard right say 9. 3 ones 3 threes 2 fours, that is 4 by 3. 4 by 3 mv square. Yes, 4 by 3 mv square. So we have right here 4 by 3 mv square. 4 by 3 mv square. mv square gets cancelled. 4 plus 9. 4 plus 9 by 4 into 3. That is equal to 13 by 12. 13 by 12. Okay. So if you want percentage means what about 13 by 12 into 100? 2 6s, 2 50s, 2 3s, 2 25s. Approximately 3 ones, 3 fours. 3 ones, 3 fours. So something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. That is 13 by 12 we have. That is 1 point something, 13 by 12. 13 by 12. Yes, that is a small mistakes done here. So that is loss in kinetic energy we have to find, loss in kinetic energy. Loss in kinetic energy. Loss in kinetic energy is equal to Ke initial minus Ke final by Ke initial minus Ke final by Ke initial. That is equal to Ke initial 3m square. Ke initial 3m square. 3m square minus 4 by 3 m square. 4 by 3 m square by what is Ke initial? Ke initial 3m square. Ke initial 3m square. Now see, I will write here. So this formula will be, I will write this formula now. Loss in Ke, that is delta Ke by Ke is equal to 3 3 is 9m square. 9m square minus 4m square by 3 into remainder 3m square. That is equal to 5m square by 9m square. That is 5 by 9. Now delta K by K into 100 is equal to 5 by 9 into 100. That is equal to 950, 9 5 is 45. 9 5 is 45, 9 5 is 45. Like that 5.56 of course into 100. Yeah, 0.55, okay, 0.55. So that is approximately 55.6%. That is loss of kinetic energy is 55.6%. That approximately 56%. That approximately. A projectile is fired on a horizontal ground. Coefficient of restitution is E between the ground and bullet, of course. If ABC be the ratio of time of flight T1 by T2 maximum at H1 by H2 and horizontal train R1 by R2 in first two collisions with the ground, then A equal to, what will be the answers? Options given: A equal to 1 by E, B equal to 1 by E square, C equal to 1 by all the above. So before touching the ground, of course, time of flight, general expression say T1 is equal to 2U sin theta by G. So in case of coefficient of restitution, of course, T1 is before touching the ground. T2 is after collision, it will going up. Okay. Then T2 is equal to, let's say, T into V sin theta by G, where V is equal to U into E. So T2 is equal to 2 into U into E sin theta by G. Now T1 by T2 is nothing but A, of course, given. A is equal to T1 by T2, that is given. This is A, this is B, this is C. So ratio T1 by T2, 2U sin theta by G by 2UE sin theta by G. G gets cancelled, 2 is cancelled. Hence we get A equal to 1 by E. A equal to 1 by E. That is the first option. Okay. Next, what about second option? Check it. Check it once. Height, maximum height. So H1 is equal to, before touching the ground, H1 is equal to U square sin square theta by 2G. H2 is equal to U square. Okay, that is V square. We have right. After collision, that will moving up, So initially, this is the H. After hitting the ground, it will change, So that will be the height, say H2. This is H1, that is H2. So now here we have to take say E. Okay, in the rebounds. So when it is drop, no problem. But when it is moving up, we have to consider E also. So that here V square sin square theta by 2G, where V is equal to U into E. So that U square E square sin square theta by 2g. Now h1 by h2 is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g by u square e square sin square theta by 2g, that is equal to 1 by e square. h1 by h2 is equal to 1 by e square. Next, what about third expression? Range we have to know. Range. Of course, h1 by h2 is equal to 1 by e square. That can be represented by say b. Okay. So that first option correct, second option correct. Next, what about range? R1 is equal to range R is equal to ux into time of flight. Okay. R equal to ux in time of flight. R into what is ux? R equal to u cos theta into t1, that is range 1. After hitting that, we can write say u into u na. Okay, we can write r2 is equal to u cos theta into ue cos theta into t1. Now r1 by r2 is equal to r1 by r2. So this is t1, this is t2. r1 by r2 is equal to u cos theta into t1 by u e cos theta into t2. U cos theta gets cancelled. Then r1 by r2 is equal to 1 by e. 1 by e into t1 by t2. 1 by e into t1 by t2. Sorry, what about range? Sorry, it's not vertical, you know. In the case of vertical only we have to take coefficient restitution. In case of vertical we have to take coefficient restitution, but horizontal range, you know. So along x-axis only we have to take it. Along x-axis. Why? Because of range is considered along x-axis only. So that no need to write e here. So that is r1 by r2 is equal to t1 by t2 only. That is equal to 1 by e. T1 by t2 is equal to 1 by e. Hence it is proved. Here it is proved. Here it is proved. That is t1 by t2 is equal to 1 by e. So that substitute here. Then we can get r1 by r2 also 1 by e. That is equal to simply c. So c is equal to 1 by e. C is equal to 1 by e. B is equal to 1 by e square. So option will be all the above is the correct answer. All the above is the correct answer. Okay. Thank you.